Hey everyone, welcome back. We're back in the shrine. We just spent our Oceiros souls from the last episode, and I also wanted to talk to Ludlith and see what we can transpose his soul into. We can actually transpose it into White Dragon Breath, which is an emit crystal breath of Seath the Scaleless. I'm telling y'all, I know what I'm talking about. Sorcery of the Deluded Consumed King Oceiros. Emits crystal breath of Seath the Scaleless. Crystal breath has piercing qualities. Seath's research seemed to strike a chord with old Big Hat, this is in reference to Big Hat Logan, who in his mad, disrobed state made divine work such as this his own. Oceiros was no doubt edified by this. Big Hat Logan is, he was a character in Dark Souls 1. He was actually kind of your Orbeck of Vinheim a little bit. He was the guy who taught you sorceries. But importantly, the Crystal Sages, if we recall, I think I may have used their soul. Yeah, I did earlier in the game. But the Crystal Sages, they came from the Grand Archives. The same Grand Archives that Consumed King Oceiros was studying at and found Seath's and Big Hat Logan's knowledge. Big Hat Logan actually went mad while he was studying the things that he learned from Seath the Scaleless in the Duke's archives. And the Duke refers to Duke Seath the Scaleless. Lord Gwyn made him a duke after he helped after Seath helped turned on his everlasting dragon brothers and sisters, and actually we picked up an Estus shard, hold on. After he turned on the everlasting dragons and gave Gwyn the knowledge that lightning would help take them down. So he made him a duke. I need to reinforce my Estus. Yes, please, thank you. And that's it. So there's that. There's also another little side area. We will get to Lothric, I promise, but there is a side area that leads right out from behind Oceiros the Consumed King. So I want to look at that first, and it's going to be a trip. So, behind King Oceiros, or Osiris, or however it's supposed to be pronounced, I'm going to call him Oceiros until somebody's like, actually it's Osiris. But anyway, behind the bonfire for his boss battle, and at the very end of his boss chamber, is this doorway that leads into what looks like a tomb. And we also get to get a preview of the worst enemies ever in a game, ever. We'll be going to a place where it's populated by nothing but these enemies at some point during this playthrough, but for now we only have to deal with one. And they suck. They are, let me just give you a look at the horror here. They are snake-like creatures. As he wiggles. They can extend their necks. They hit like freight trains. They're awful. Basically, they're malformed dragons. That's essentially what they are. And right here, we'll start noticing that this sort of is starting to look familiar. In the beginning of the game, like episode 1, we saw something very similar to this. Could this be a key? Path of the Dragon, and it is a gesture, and it is the gesture that this guy is doing right here. I'll give you an easier look, and he's wearing the Drake Blood outfit, I believe it's called, which we will also hopefully be picking up at some point, dropping. If we come back here, we have a treasure chest, and it's a Titanite scale, and if we come back here, we go into one of the most surreal and spooky parts of the game. This is going to be fun. Here I'm going to actually put on my silver cat ring. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but I do want to take that magic stone plate ring off and switch it with Ring of the Evil Eye. Why not? Untended graves. Wait a second. Isn't that where we woke up way in the beginning? Huh. But it's all dark out. There's no sun in the sky. There's nothing. Oh, let's move forward and see what happens. The Shriding Stone. And we start to see that this is indeed the same exact area, same layout, same everything as when we first started the game. There is a treasure back here, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get, but I'll do it for you guys. Ashen Estus ring. Okay, goodbye. Sorry to disturb you. Bye, friends. We come up here. Are they chasing us? I can't tell. I don't think so. Hopefully not. But we come up here. Pick up the Soul of a Crestfallen Knight. And this is the tutorial section of the game that we started at. And I see you being creepy over there, bro. And these are Grave Wardens. That's their official enemy name. Ooh. So, makes sense that they're here. We're in untended graves. Drops large Titanite shard. We also have some doges. We have some more doge. Ooh, it's a mean doge. Yep, and then there's that guy. So I knew it was gonna come, but oh god. Probably not best to be fighting them both at the same time. So we're gonna back up a little bit. You stop that. Got the Grave Warden's skirt, which just confirms what I was saying about that's their official enemy name. Let's see if we can get a little lore on these guys. Rotting tattered skirt, attire of Grave Wardens at the Cathedral of the Deep. Grave Wardens were tasked with disposing of the ever-rising corpses that plagued the cathedral. Their clothes are utterly putrid, drenched in blood and mucilage of their undertaking. Crazy. We have another dog. And he's putting up a fight. Pick up a Titanite chunk. And I want to say there's one more messed up enemy over here. Maybe just a dog. Oh, there's just a dog. And we get a Titanite chunk. Now, if you remember from the way beginning of the game, over here there was a very large crystal lizard. Was that dog dead? Yeah, you did. Okay. I just didn't want to get jumped on accident. But, if you remember, there was a very, very large crystal lizard back here, and a note in the water that said, "Pull back. Enemy ahead. Lizard ahead." There's two. There's fucking two of these guys. We are going to draw one at a time, because that would be smart. We're gonna try anyway. Okay, and then drop that. Cool. Come get me, you big son of a bitch. Oh, hi! You can see they're very strong. Oh no! He called his friend. We're gone. We're gone. We can't do this. Goodbye. Call me a coward. I call myself smart. Yeah, that's... We're not fucking with that. Oh! No thank you. No thank you. No thank you! I'm sorry I disturbed you at this terrible hour. If it's just him, we can take him. Knew that was gonna happen. Yeah! Give me that. There we go. And we get 2 Titanite scales. Now that one of them is down, it should be a pretty even fight now. And I think he actually slinked on back from whence he came. Let's see, yeah, I did. He's slinking back. We're gonna check up here to see if there's any items first. Nope, nothing, just like last time. And now we'll deal with him. Oh god. That hurt. Should probably stop getting hit, maybe. Staggered him again. We're doing good. Alright. Alright, we took care of the crystal lizards. Everything's okay. I thought we were for sure gonna die. Anyway. There's nothing back here except those two big-ass guys. And their official enemy name is a ravenous crystal lizard. So, we're gonna continue forward. And the last time we saw a place this pitch dark was when we fought Lord Wolner, who we know was in the Abyss. So, could this be the Abyss? And we've been invaded by an NPC who is up here. And she has magic, and it is powerful magic, as you can see. Stop that. If we can knock her off, that's ideal. No, stop. Why? She's using the crystal rapier. And I think that's it. Well, nice knowing you. Daughter of Crystal Kremilt has died. She's wearing the, she was using the Crystal Sage rapier. That you can get when you transpose the soul of the Crystal Sages. Or the Crystal Sage. We only fought one. We will find the other in the near future. God. Oh god, I didn't even realize that you still had a pixel of health left. I'm glad I have my shield up for that. And then we have this guy. There we go. Hidden Blessing. We'll read that in a second. Whoa! Chill with your fire arrows, brah. We just picked up a Hidden Blessing. I already read the Divine Blessing. And, yeah, we were talking about how Oceiros was the king of Lothric, and the queen of Lothric was married to the former king of Oceiros, and was revered as a goddess of fertility and bounty. And how I was saying, wow, that sounds a lot like Guinevere. What happened? This one is also blessed by the queen of Lothric. There's a grave in Lothric that sees no visitors, a dark place where rootless warriors rest. The queen of Lothric alone cared to wish the poor souls good fortune. I'm telling you, I think Queen Lothric is a reincarnate of a Guinevere. And that took an arrow to the face. I don't know if you can see that, but we're going to take out this guy first. Stop! Put that shit away. Why? Why must you touch me with your flame arrows? Oh god. Nope. Fuck this. Still have an arrow sticking out of my face. Glorious. Stop. Stop it! Stop, I say. These guys. Jesus, stop! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Guys. Pals. Buddies. Let's just calm the hell down. Whew. There's nothing more embarrassing than being taken out by a hollow, I gotta say. Some shit. But that's okay. Because I was looking at my Estus and I'm like, I kind of want to back up. Alright, that's what we're using. Okay. kinda... because we were about to hit a boss fight there, and there was really no reason to go back and mess with those hollows except for, like, thoroughness of exploring the area. But we're actually gonna run past as many of these guys as we can. Just so we could call it good. Except he's gonna be a little shit about it. You suck, buddy. Nope. Fuck off with that shit. Jesus Christ. Alright, so we're gonna make a more or less straight run for the boss. Because why not? There are souls. Here is one of the assholes that got us last time. Let's see. See you too. See all of you! Nope. Not this shit again. Jesus! Come on! Thank you. See, they're not difficult. They're just... they swarm your ass sometimes. Okay. Alright. No, stop it. Fucking... just need everyone here to stop what they're doing. Okay. Now. We can also summon the Sword Master that we defeated early on in the game that was outside Firelink. But we'll get some real people to help us. Get this guy. And if we can't get anybody else, we'll summon Sword Master, but... Man, these hollows. No joke. Oh, looks like we're getting them. So we'll get Sword Master too. Yay, thank you, Amazonian. Thank you for helping on this day. And we'll also go with Sword Master. And somebody just died, so I got a little bit of health back. So let's do this thing. And as one might expect, hey, it's Udex Gunder again. But real quick before we trigger this, let's get a Black Knight Glaive. And we don't have to pull anything from him, but this time he's Champion Gunder. And he is a pain. Same sort of moveset, just way more aggressive, but he also has some new moves that we haven't seen yet. Like that roundhouse kick to the face. Ooh. He also has a really brutal charge attack, and I think our guy almost just got taken out. You can see that Udex has red eyes. And we are in this black pit right now. No sun. So that's implying that Champion Gunder has actually, after he body checked me, he has been taken over by the Abyss, is what that implies. At least as we know it here. Oh, come on. Come on. One more. There we go. job. You did real good, Amazonian. And you too, Swordmaster. Thank you. Or just run away and off into the abyss with you. And we actually can't rest yet because the server hasn't disconnected from Amazonian yet. But yeah, Champion Gunder, and he had those red eyes. We're in this place with no sunlight, no light whatsoever. Could this be the abyss? It's possible. Get our Estus back. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joy, are we about to run into Firelink Shrine? Oh, yes. And, it's a little spooky. Nothing to have nightmares about, that's for sure, but spooky nonetheless. It's also guarded by, some pretty unsavory folk these days. They really up their security with, these Black Knights. And I don't think we can sneak up on this guy. I think he's gonna know. Yep. Woo! And he came to play, clearly. We don't have to fight this guy if we don't want to, but I want his set. Oh god. If I could roll at a correct time. And I'm backing up because there are more than one of these guys. And I want to be careful that I don't startle the witch. Oh, I could have gotten a critical on him there. Oh god. There we go. You gonna drop your set for us? No. I have not been able to get these guys to drop any of their armor, and it has sucked. That guy's wielding an insane sword. It's like the Ultra Great Sword, the Black Knight Ultra Great Sword, something like that. Yes! That's what we want to see. Woo! Come down here. There we go. Oh. That's it. Doing well, doing well. There is one more, and we should fight him because he's guarding treasure. But, he has a spear. We picked up, I believe it's actually the glaive that we picked up, but let's see. Black Knight Glaive. Glaive of the Black Knights who wander the lands, used to face chaos demons. The unique attack of this glaive greatly reduces enemy poise, reflecting the tremendous size of the enemies that the knights have fearlessly faced. Yeah, Black Knights were no joke. Black Knights were Silver Knights that were scorched by the flames of chaos. That's literally what happened to them. And we're about to face another one. Hey, buddy! Nope, he's using an axe. Could have sworn there was one using a spear. Oh god, nope. Everything went better than expected. And we got the Black Knight Great Axe. I think that's actually the first time I've actually gotten that shit to drop. Great Axe of the Black Knights who wander the lands, used to face chaos demons. And it basically has the same info as the other stuff. Here we have the Hornet Ring, which is, I believe, no, it's one of Gwyn's Knights. I know it belongs to one of Gwyn's Knights, but we'll read the lore on it. Ring associated with the Lord's Blades Kieran, one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the First Lord. Boost critical attacks. The masked Kieran was the only woman to serve in Gwyn's 4 Knights, and her curved sword granted a swift death to any and all enemies of the throne. Kieran was actually a dear friend of Artorias, and we actually find it here next to a blade that looks an awful lot like what the Abyss Watchers use, and an awful lot like Artorias' blade. We can actually find this in our normal Firelink Shrine as well. And just as a refresher course, Artorias is the Wolf Knight. Now we have the Leo Ring, but we don't have the Wolf Ring yet. The Leo Ring refers to Ornstein, which is another knight. But now that we've taken out these Black Knights, let's head into this unique Firelink Shrine, shall we? There doesn't appear to be any flames except for the torches behind us, and the Lords of Cinder are not at their thrones. We can also come up to where we can exit out. Something I failed to point out is this giant tree, and this is also available in our normal Firelink Shrine. And we can get Seed of a Giant Tree. This is an item that is most useful for co-op, and it's a callback from Dark Souls 2. Makes enemies react to invaders. The giant trees were also known as Watcher Trees, and their seeds unmask invaders. When used effectively, these seeds will help counter dark spirits. Basically, if somebody invades you, you can pop one of these seeds, and you can only carry one at a time. The game is very, very tight with how much it gives you, but if you can carry one at a time, and you can pop one, the world will react to the invader as it reacts to you in a hostile fashion. When you invade in this game, the enemies do not react to you, so you're kind of free to take down the person's world. We can't open this for whatever reason. Our ladder is gone. Someone managed to get up there. Yeah. Anyway, let's go see if anybody is if anybody's home and what we can find here. We have something very special down here. Coiled sword fragment. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to drink Estus. I believe it's in here, yes. Fragment of the coiled sword of a bonfire which served its purpose long ago. Returns caster to last bonfire used for resting or to the bonfire and Firelink Shrine. Can be used repeatedly. Bonfires are linked to one another irreversibly, retaining their affinity long after their purpose is exhausted. Basically, we don't need homeward bones no mo. This is like an infinite homeward bone. Hell yeah. So we are actually just gonna get rid of that shit and put this baby back on. Because, yeah, why use homeward bones when you can just use that? That's what I'm talking about. Even Ludlith isn't here. That's normally where he would be. But, looks like some... Oh, looks like the handmaiden's still here.
Well, fancy that. A lost lamb wandereth in, with nary a peep from the bell. Well, thou shouldst my purpose know. What can this old handmaid provide thee? To skirt the curse's grasp, tarry not for long. 'Tis dark for now, and not a soul stirs. But remember, fires are known to fade in quiet. Or perhaps thou'rt captive already, like the poor girl.
What poor girl? Ludlith said something to the effect of, treat the firekeeper not with discourtesy. She is much like a prisoner, both of you imprisoned to serve the flame. I wonder if that's what this is. We get some evidence that this is the Abyss, because we get the Wolf Knight helmet and the set, and this is Artorias' armor. If you'll remember, the Abyss Watchers were essentially fanboys of Artorias and took up his abyss-watching ways. Artorias is known as the Abyss Walker. He went to the Abyss and came back, but he was horribly infected. Armor of a knight tainted by the dark of the Abyss. The twilight blue cape is damp and will ever remain so. A vanquished knight left behind only wolf's blood and his legacy of duty. The undead legion of Farron was formed to bear his torch, and the armor of these Abyss Watchers suggests their own eventual end. We're gonna buy this. If you're looking for the priestess ring, this is where you get it. A ring engraved with a portrait of the high priestess increases faith. In Lothric, the High Priestess has long been considered one of the 3 pillars of the king's rule. The High Priestess also served as the prince's wet nurse. Emma at High Lothric Castle, at the High Wall of Lothric, rather, she was a High Priestess. So she was Prince Lothric's wet nurse, is what we just found out.
Best not tarry long.
We've skirted the curse's grasp, or perhaps we're already imprisoned. We can also get Andre's blacksmith hammer, which you used to only be able to get by killing him. I do not recommend killing him in this game because he will literally stop forging your weapons until the next playthrough, so don't do that. But we can read. The blacksmith hammer. Metal hammer passed down amongst blacksmiths of the shrine. Serves as a strike weapon, but also excels at reducing poise and breaking the guard of a shield. Of course, a hammer's true potential is realized in the hands of a blacksmith. So Andre is perhaps just a descendant of the first Andre, or a reincarnation of some sort. Let's go back here to where Arena of Kareem she chose her spot back here. Specifically way back here. And here we can see that this is the corpse of a firekeeper. She has the same eye coverings and the same outfit. And she has eyes of a firekeeper. We are getting into it now. A pair of dark eyes, said to be the eyes of the first firekeeper, in the light that was lost by all firekeepers to come. It reveals to the sightless firekeepers things that they should never see. Well. We can choose to give these to our firekeeper, and we're gonna do it just to see what happens. It will actually trigger a specific ending if that's what you're looking for. But we're not going to do that because we've worked too hard on a certain ending. I don't think, yeah, this wall doesn't go. So that's all she wrote for this abyss-tainted Firelink shrine. Could it be that Oceiros was also tainted by the abyss? And that's what part of what made him so mad. He was protecting this portal to an abyss. I don't know. But we now have the coiled sword fragment, and we can go straight to the shrine bonfire without wasting any homeward bones. And we also have champion. You're a chump. We have Champion Gunder's soul, and we'll read that and also see what we can transpose from it. Let's see here. Soul of Champion Gunder. Once, a champion came late to the festivities and was greeted by a shrine without fire and a bell that would not toll. So we got a glimpse into what it was like for Champion Gunder. We can also see what Lilith has to say. He's going to say something to us because he knows we have the eyes of the Firekeeper, and I just want you to listen to what he says.
Ah, found her, did we? And the black eyes that shimmer within, I see. 'Tis as if it were but yesterday. We did all we could to spare her from them. Much has happened since. Mayhap I should apprise thee of what the thin light of these eyes might reveal to the eyeless Firekeeper. Scenes of betrayal, things never intended for her ken, visions of this age's end.
So the Firekeeper eyes reveal a reality of this age's end. Perhaps a shrine without a fire, perhaps a dark world without any light. Let's see what we can find out about Champion Gunder. Prisoner's chain. This is actually a ring. So if you're trying to find all the rings, this is... this surprised me. This is a ring, even though it doesn't look like it. This is a portion of a steel chain used to restrain Gundar. Gain vigor, endurance, and vitality, but take extra damage. A prisoner is one who has staked everything on a belief, a proclivity most apparent in the greatest of champions. That also relates back to what Ludlith was saying, that we are prisoners just like the Firekeeper. We're staking everything on the belief that we can relink the flame and start a new age of life. We also, with Oceiros's, I didn't point this out, if you're looking for the Moonlight Greatsword, for those of you that don't know, the Moonlight Greatsword has appeared in every single FromSoft game, from Demon Souls, even to Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and now Dark Souls 3. Legendary weapon, dragon weapon associated with Seath the Pale Drake. Charge strong attack to its limit to unleash Moonlight Wave. Oceiros, the Consumed King, was infatuated with the search for moonlight, but in the end, it never revealed itself to him. So, it's been wild. We also get Gundar's halberd. Halberd of Gundar the Champion, received when he was charged with his duty. This old cast iron halberd has the power to break poise and is said to never crumble, seeming to suggest that Gundar was fated to eternal service from the beginning.
Now, do not be away over long.
We're actually going to talk to the Shrine Handmaiden real quick because I think she might actually sell Gundar's set now.
Oh, how...
Do you? She does. Ancient chest piece of a set of cast iron armor belonging to Champion Gundar. Gundar, or the Belated Champion, was bested by an unknown warrior. He then became sheathed to a coiled sword in the hopes that someday the first flame would be linked once more. Ancient helm of a set of cast iron armor belonging to Champion Gundar, modeled after a former king. So, like I said, it seems like the flame has been out quite a bit by the time this game comes around, or it's been fading for a long, long time. Like, there's snow and there's moonlight. That's bizarre. We also have the Prisoner Chief's ashes.
I only hope...
Damn, we haven't given her much lately. We also have the Xanthus ashes.
I only hope...
And we picked both of those up in the Irithyll dungeons. Let's see what fun stuff she has for us. You can have Carla's set. Coat of the Dark Witch Carla. This stained coat is torn and odorous, telling of a long journey and even longer imprisonment. It would be madness to wear such a thing. We also get the Xanthus set. Yellowish overcoat covering a band of brass medallions. Xanthus clothing is the mark of a researcher of lost sorceries from Ulasil, and the number of medallions denotes their success. A point of pride for the researchers, even if its significance is lost on others. And I think that's all we have for now. That's really important anyway. Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Ashen one.
We are going to give the Firekeeper something that Firekeepers have not had for a very long time.
Speak thine heart's. I
have something that you've been missing, and every one of your sisters has been missing for many, 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 many years.
Ashen One, are these...
The music changes.
Eyes? How gracious of thee, Ashen One. The very things we Firekeepers have been missing. Ashen One, my thanks for the eyes thou'st given. But Firekeepers are not meant to have eyes. It is forbidden. These will reveal through a sliver of light frightful images of betrayal. A world without fire. Ashen One, is this truly thy wish?
Do we wish for a world without flame? Maybe we do.
Of course. I serve thee, and will do as thou bidst. This will be our private affair. No one else may know of this. Stay thy path, Find lords to link the fire, and I will blindly tend to the flame until the day of thy grand betrayal. Ashen One, forgive me if this soundeth strange. The eyes show a world without fire, a vast stretch of darkness. But 'tis different to what is seen when stripped of vision. In the far distance, I sense the presence of tiny flames, like precious embers, left to us by past lords, linkers of the fire. Could this be what draws me to this strangely enticing darkness? Ashen One, if thine heart should bend, kill me, and strip these eyes from my person. I will return as the firekeeper I once was, as it has always been.
Whew, a lot to take in.
Farewell, Ashen One. Mayst thou thy peace discover.
And her speech changes, and the entire music of the Firelink Shrine changes. She sees a world without fire. Do we wish for a world without fire? We told her we did, and she said, okay, we can't tell anyone. Just keep doing as we're told until the day you betray. If you want to get the ending, the end of fire, this is what you need to do. She says we can kill her and take the eyes from her if our heart should bend, if we change our mind. We can always kill her and take the eyes from her. Ludlith, what do you have to say now that we've given her the eyes?
Aha, thou art so. The eyes show a world destitute of fire, a barren plain of endless darkness, a place born of betrayal. So I willed myself, Lord, to link the fire, to paint a new vision. What is thine intent? I took the mantle of Lord of Cinder of mine own volition. I speak these words with pride. Choose thy fate alone. Seize it with thine own hands. All the more should thy fate impale such foul betrayal.
Ludlith, he's kind of onto us, isn't he? He says the eyes show a world without fire. And he became a lord to change that vision, to relink the flame so that he could change that vision. And he says, do what you want, even if it is the most foul betrayal. Follow your wish, which is something Carla said to us. She said there is a darkness within man, and you can do with it what you wish, but don't feel judged for what you do. Well, for now, we are going to actually kill the Firekeeper and take the eyes back. We get the eyes of the Firekeeper back, and the music instantly goes back. I just think that's really interesting that the entire mood changes in this place. Let's actually see if Yuria has anything to say. She may not now that we've taken the eyes back, but I'm still interested to see.
Speak freely, thy lordship.
Our lord and liege, I prithee, when the moment cometh, the aid of the gods are. Be safe,
Nope.
I
Nothing new. But we have the eyes of the Firekeeper again. And when we come back, she will be back. She actually might pop up right now. No, we'd have to leave and come back, huh? Oh well. let's see. We are headed to Lothric Castle. So yeah, you have 3 options in this game. You can choose to do what you're supposed to do, what everybody's telling you to do, relink the flame. You can take the flame for your own, which is the hollow ending the Yuri of Londor wants us to do. Or you can simply snuff out the flame and put an end to this cycle. But there are embers in the distance. Embers of lords since past. So could the flame just rise again out of those embers? We'll find out next time. Thank you for joining me. We will be going to the Castle of Lothric. Excuse me. We will be going to the Castle of Lothric in the next episode. Thank you for joining.